monthly reading for October 2020. Now this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with every Libran out there, but I will say check your sun, moon, rising and Venus sign. Welcome cross watchers. If you're jumping on to have a suss out to see what's happening with your Libran friends for the month coming up, then I welcome you to my page. Okay, Libra, let's see what's coming up for you. You've got a birthday coming up in just a few days, as do I. So we're going to start with a central theme. So let's pull that central theme for you, Libra. Good. And then we have a driving force, so a subconscious energy that is driving this reading today. And then we have what's sitting in your conscious awareness around this energy, Libra. So an umbrella message at the top. We've got a card coming through from your past. So some past energy filtering through into this reading. And what's coming up for you for the month of October, Libra. So what energy is showing up and coming up for you in the future? So I'm using the Radiant Rider-Waite deck. And then I will go through after this reading and do some clarifying cards with the vice versa. Okay, Librans, what have we got for you? So your central theme sitting in the middle of this energy is Mercury in Sagittarius. So whatever's going on for you, whatever's coming up for you, Libra, it's going to be very, very fast moving. Okay, this is the card of very quick communication, usually through the medium of, say, emails, text messages, phone calls, Snapchat, these kind of things. So it's interesting though that this is a central theme. And we'll expand on this and get some clarifying around this a little bit later. But you can see that like sitting in that energy of Sagittarius, there's a feeling of freedom, right? We don't know if these are landing or if they've just been thrown. We don't know who's thrown them. We don't know where they're going or if they're coming. So it's an interesting energy and we'll expand on that. So what's driving this reading from your subconscious, Librans, is Moon sitting in Cancer. So we've got that kind of energy or that feeling, there we go, of this kind of guy sitting here looking very despondent. What he's doing is he's focusing on what's in front of him that he's feeling kind of very nonplussed about. And because he's focusing so much on what isn't really going right for him, he's not able to see the energy that's being gifted and the new opportunities that's coming in for him. So Librans, I kind of feel like this card, your subconscious is saying, you know, focus on what is working for you in the now moment. What are you grateful for? What is it that you're grateful for? What's sitting in your conscious awareness, and this is interesting that it's coming from what's sitting in your subconscious, what's sitting in your conscious awareness, is this feeling of being shut out. So we've got your conscious and you've got your subconscious. So I feel like this is why the subconscious is coming through, because the focus in the conscious awareness is that feeling of being left out, of being shut out in the cold, of being ignored, of being, you know, there's that feeling of, it's just not a great feeling, is it? There's that feeling of lack, of lack on every level. The pentacles are, you know, they're not just the things that we can touch, feel, hear and see. Pentacles to me, they kind of embody everything that we experience in human form. It's interesting that that's sitting in the conscious, and I love that what's our subconscious is trying to remind us of to our conscious awareness. Okay, so the energy that's sitting in your past is Knight of Pentacles, but he's coming through in the reverse. So when the Knight of Pentacles shows up, it's your guides letting you know that this is a very slow moving energy. So whatever has been in your past has been not only, you know, it's anchored, it's grounded, it's slow, but this is in the reverse. So I kind of feel like what should have been slow moving, what should have been slow, so it was really grounded and anchored in and very stable, kind of wasn't. It was too fast. It was that there wasn't room for it to grow, because being a cardinal air energy, Libra, it's very much, you know, we're very, very quick to get things moving. There's a real element of impatience in this energy of a Libran. So this is kind of, I feel like this is a shout out to that element of the impatience. And even sitting here with this, the clarifying, the central theme, there's an element of freedom here. There's an element of joy, but there's also, I feel like there's an element of impatience around that Eight of Wands as well. So what's coming up for you, Libra? We've got the Hierophant, okay? So Taurus sits here with that Venus energy. And it's interesting because Venus is also your ruling planet as well, Libra. So there's a little bit of you sitting in this energy as well. So this is the card of structure. It can be the card of leadership in institutions. This is the Pope of the deck. It's the Guru, the spiritual Guru card. So I'm wondering what's coming up for you, Libra, where you may be inviting, or this energy might be coming in for you. So let's do some clarifying around this. Okay, let's start with the central theme, that Eight of Wands, that Mercury in Sagittarius, that quick communication coming at you. And that's actually very Libran, isn't it? Quick communication. That's kind of what we're all about. So let's have a look, Libra, and see, get some clarifying around that Eight of Wands, please. Nine of Cups. Interesting. So Nine of Cups, it's that feeling of emotional containment, contentment. I always say containment. I feel like that's a Freudian slip, because sometimes when we feel like we're content, we're actually feeling, there's an element of being contained in there as well, isn't there? Restricted. So around this quick, fast moving, pacing energy, I feel like it may be to do around your emotions and you feeling very stable and very happy in your life at the moment. Maybe whoever it is, like where this quick communication is coming from, it's making you feel emotionally fulfilled. It's making you feel very content, very fulfilled. This is great, Libra. This is really great. So let's have a look and expand on that Pentacles energy, that Five of Pentacles, that why, Libra, are you feeling? What's in your conscious awareness that you're feeling shut out in the cold and ignored? Because, cardinal energy, that air energy, really cannot handle being ignored. That is for sure. So what's that about, guys? That Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so the clarifying card around that is Venus sitting in Cancer. And this is your ruling planet, Libra, Venus. So it's like around a relationship, around a union, around a spiritual connection with somebody, you're feeling left out, you're feeling ignored, you're feeling shut out in the cold. Okay, let's have a look at this Four of Cups. So your subconscious that's driving this reading. Let's get some clarity around that Moon in Cancer. So that need to kind of listen to your subconscious. Listen to your subconscious, connecting into the emotions. Yeah, look at that. Six of Swords. So that's Aquarius sitting here, and it's that need to slowly transition out of something. So it's maybe you're being told or reminded to slowly transition out of this feeling of being this feeling of despondency, of let's stop focusing on what hasn't worked. Let's move away from that. Let's slowly transition out of that energy so we can flip that script and start to really focus, Libra, on what is going right for you in your life, around what is really working for you. Okay, let's just expand this reading for that Hierophant energy, that that outcome card for you, Libra. What's that Hierophant about? It could be marriage, it could be a proposal, it could be wedding. That's definitely that Hierophant energy. He's definitely the priest. And this could be happening very quickly. So you've got the Strength card to connect into that Hierophant, to confirm that Hierophant. So whatever is going to be happening with you, Libra, there's an element of strength that's going to be needed. I really do feel, because this card came out in the reverse, and when you look at the Strength card in the reverse here, so when we flip it and we look at Strength on this side, this is you in spirit, this is you in your light, okay? This is you taming your shadow side, your egoic self. So this is you taming your egoic self, but doing it with tender, doing it with a sense of love for self. So there's no judgment around your ego, your shadow. There's simply an acknowledgement and you working with, taming with, so you can work together. But be careful. because the inner demons can still show up. But this card is saying, you know, you've done so much work here on yourself. You're connected to your own light. You're connected to your higher self. That when the inner demon does show up, you're going to be able to have the strength of fortitude, the strength of character, the inner strength and that healing to be able to fight those inner demons. So perhaps, let's say, for example, there's a romance and it's happening very, very quickly. A very quick romance, a very quick emotional connection. Okay, that the relationship might be going into something a little bit more serious. Make sure that you don't self-sabotage. Make sure that you don't go into your own story about, oh look, I don't want to do this because it's not going to work anyway. None of them have worked in the past. These people, they always turn out to be, you know, jerks. This emotional fulfillment, I know it won't last long. So why bother? Why put the energy in? This is saying, look, be careful, because your subconscious is going to come up. Those inner demons are going to come up. They're going to come up, but it's fine. You're going to have the inner strength to work through them and to deal with them. So this does feel like it's a relationship reading. It does feel like, you know, let's focus on what's going right for you in your life. Whatever's happened in the past, whatever hasn't worked out for you in relationships, someone else might be coming in, or this might be being renewed through quick communication. You might be finding happiness again. And that happiness, that situation might be going down a more serious path, making sure that you don't allow your inner demons to kind of ruin this for you, to be honest. So listen to your higher self. I love this for you, Libra, but look out for the triggers. Look out for those self-sabotaging patterns of behavior that come through when you are feeling happy. A lot of the time, people might be like, well, good things don't really happen to me, or I'm not actually used to feeling this emotionally fulfilled and content. So when's it going to stuff up? When's the tidal wave going to come through? It's just live in the moment and notice when the self-sabotaging behaviors and the patterns are coming up for you, and do that inner work. Do that inner work so you can see them for what they are. Just a story that you're telling yourself that you have made up from your childhood and that you've brought through, and it's starting to rear its ugly head in the form of that inner demon. I love this reading for you, Libra. If this resonated, so wait until you've gone through the month of October, and then, so I've got the fan on because it's so hot up here, but the hair is blowing in my face. So wait for you to have gone through the month of October, and then come back and revisit this reading. Revisit this reading and notice how this energy resonated with you. Don't be so literal in these, because this is a general reading, so allow your mind to be a little bit more general when it comes to the cards that have fallen out. But I'd be interested to know how this resonates. So feel free after the month to come back and pop it in the comments section. Thank you, Libra. Have a wonderful rest of your month. Mwah. Love you. Bye.